Hello there. Welcome back. It is day 10 of the Master Cleanser Fast. I'm halfway through. Now, normally, if you're just doing the 10-day fast, this would be the last day of the fast, and then you would start the 3-day break period. So tomorrow I'd be eating like an orange or two, maybe a banana. Next day, the same thing. And then by the third evening, then I could have like a salad or something very light, soup or something like that. But we're not going to be doing that. We're halfway there, 10 more days to go. And again, I was helping my brother load his moving van for his moving adventure. And still had good energy. Now, I only did 2 of the 32 ounces today. So I was down at his place. So I just kind of kept going, and then when I got home, I made a second one, but I only did 2 of them today. I didn't get a headache or anything, so I had pretty good energy. Did not do the saltwater flush again this morning, just so I wouldn't have any issues. But I did the laxative tea last night, and I'm doing the laxative tea tonight too. So we're gonna continue on in our Master Cleanser book by Stanley Bros. And see what we got tonight. So we're just going to continue where we were. We were talking about should you take supplements, and no, you should not when you're doing the fast, or vitamins or anything like that. And I always tell people too, if they're thinking of doing it, I ask them if they're on any medications, because that can be an issue. And to do it properly, you need to be off everything. But that's why you should talk with your doctor, a doctor that understands fasting, that's into it, and see what the recommendations are, because that would not be good to stop your meds if you're taking heart medications or something like that. So, okay, so here we go. The lemon is a loosening and cleansing agent with many important building factors. The ability of the elements in the lemon and the maple syrup working together creates these desired results. It's 49% potassium, strengthens and energizes the heart, stimulates and builds the kidneys and adrenal glands. Its oxygen builds vitality. Its carbon acts as a motor stimulant. Its hydrogen activates the sensory nervous system. Its calcium strengthens and builds the lungs. Its phosphorus knits the bones, stimulates and builds the brain for clear thinking. Its sodium encourages tissue building. Its magnesium acts as a blood alkalizer. Its iron builds the red corpuscles to rapidly correct the most common forms of anemia. Its chlorine cleanses the blood plasma. Its silicon aids the thyroid for deeper breathing. The natural iron, copper, calcium, carbon, and hydrogen found in the sweetening supplies more building and cleansing material. It truly is a perfect combination for cleansing, eliminating, healing, and building. Hence, supplements are not needed during the diet and may actually interfere with its cleansing action. What about the use of vitamins? Vitamins and minerals have always been a necessary part of natural living. Not satisfied with God's plan, man has attempted to improve the situation by separating them from fresh live foods, then processing and combining them to conform to his concept of what they should be. Not satisfied with the finished product, attempts were made to produce them synthetically. It was big business, and we became a world of pill pushers, whether they were needed or not. More often, they were not needed. No one really knew if the pills were needed or how many people just took them because they might have a deficiency. Just how these vitamins and minerals should be balanced and formulated led to many differences of opinion. A large variety of experts in processing and manufacturing of pills disagree as to how the many billions of pills should be made. They all have different formulas and claim theirs are the best, even though much is lost in the processing. However, even without any clear consensus as to their worth and use, they were manufactured and processed. Therefore, they must be sold with no thought as to possible side effects from overdosing or imbalances. Millions of dollars are made by the producers and the sellers with little regard for the true needs of the consumer. In reality, the whole process could have been completely avoided. Our Creator has already done a better job of making sure we receive all the needed vitamins and minerals in a perfectly balanced form. Only the finest of natural foods in their original package are good enough for bringing complete energy and life to build and retain a healthy body. Anytime man attempts to improve on God's formulas and plans, the result is bound to be a failure. The simple rules to complete nutrition include all the vitamins and minerals needed by all mankind and all animals. Our Creator has given the right food for the right animal for complete nutrition. This is also true for man. When these foods are properly prepared and eaten, there is nothing more that man can do to prepare a better food. As we eat the correct foods without excesses, the body will produce all the needed vitamins. Foods grown properly, in complete mineral-rich soil will have all the minerals in them. Thus, we have no need for vitamin-rich foods created synthetically by man, nor for extra minerals. All refined and devitalized foods must be completely eliminated from our diet. If refined and devitalized foods are eaten, then and only then does man have any need for additional supplements. Just how much and what combination, even with long and complicated tests, will probably never be determined. So this form of unnatural nutrition will always be lacking. Such a plan is a very poor substitute for the right way. All right, we'll go ahead and stop right there. So, as I said, this is day 10 for me, and normally I would be breaking the fast tonight, but I am moving forward. I do miss cooking, though, so that's something I've always enjoyed doing. So I'm looking forward to being able to cook and eat again. But it is an interesting process when you do the longer fast. I like the 20-day. And then you do start to eat. One thing, your mouth hasn't been chewing, so it takes a little time to get those muscles going again. And it's kind of a strange sensation because you just haven't eaten any food for all this time, just the liquid diet. So it takes a little getting used to again, which is kind of interesting. But all the food tastes great. Just eating simple things like an apple or a peach, pear, broccoli, you just notice the flavors and the textures and the smells. So I think it gives you a real appreciation for the food that you eat again. So with that, I'm a little tuckered tonight, so I'm going to definitely call it a night. A little more tea here. But you can go to tuckersurvival.com and you can catch all the back episodes of this show, Survival Health. And you can also see some of the other shows that we have, News from the Bunker, Thoughts from the Bunker. We have blogs. We have a news section. So just go again to tuckersurvival.com and check that out. And we will see you on the next episode of Survival Health. So you go out there and you have a good one. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Survival Health is brought to you by Tucker Survival and produced by MBJ Media Services.